Sometimes I'll have a system of equations and things aren't set up quite as nicely where it's really easy to see what value I want to substitute. I might actually have to simplify the equation or solve for a variable in order to make that happen. So let's just look to see what I might do here. I have all these different variables and two different equations, and I have to try to strategize which term can I isolate the variable the easiest way I can. When I look at this equation, this has a factor of 2, and this has a factor of 9, and this is 29. That's a prime number. I don't like that. I don't think when I try to put those things together or take them apart, they're going to do that very nicely. When I look here, 4 is an even number. That means it's divisible by 2. I have -2, and I have 22. All of those are even numbers, and they're all divisible by 2. And right here, I have a 2. So I think, for me, that suggests that I probably want to get this value for y all by itself. And then once I do that, I could plug it in right there for that y. So that's what I'm going to set about to do. So I need to manipulate this equation. I want to get this y all by itself. So the 4x has to move. So I'm going to subtract 4x from both sides. So 4x minus 4x, that's 0. That leaves me with -2y. Make sure you bring this negative down with the 2. And on this side, that will equal, now the 22 and the 4x, those are not like terms. So I just have to have -4x plus 22. Now to manipulate this a little bit further, this -2y, I want to have just plain old y. So I'm going to divide both sides by -2. And I divide this entire side. Don't forget that. A lot of people just want to do the division right here first. You need to divide the whole thing. Both sides are being divided by -2. -2 divided by -2, that's 1. So on this side I just have y, which is good because that's what we wanted. -4 divided by -2 is positive 2x, and 22 divided by -2 is -11. So now my y value is 2x minus 11. And I can take this y value here, 2x minus 11, and just like I said, plug it in right there for that y. So let's see what that would look like. So I'm going to have -2x plus 9 times this y value, and that's going to equal 29. And my y value is right here, 2x minus 11. Now I'm going to simplify. And I'm going to start here with the parentheses and use my distributive property. So that's going to give me -2x. Here I'll have plus 18x minus 99. Oh, those are some big numbers. And that's going to equal 29. Now I'm going to combine like terms. Negative 2x and 18x, that will give me 16x. Combining the 2x, negative 2x, and the 18x. I'm going to bring down the negative 99 equals 29. Now, trying to get x all by itself, I'm going to add 99 to both sides. That will leave me with 16x, because this becomes 0. 16x equals, so there's 99. I'm going to take 1 away from the 29, so this will be 100. That would make this 28. So I will have 128. Now, dividing both sides by 16. So I have 16 divided by 16. That's 1. So now I just have x. And here I have 128 divided by 16. Well, that just happens to be 8. I hope I'm right on that. Hold on, give me a second. 8 times 1 would be 8, so that's 80 because that's the tens place. And then 8 times 6 is 48, and 80 plus 48 is in fact 128. Okay, I'm good. Sometimes, do you ever just look at a number and it just kind of feels a little off to you? That happens to me sometimes. Happens with spelling too. Okay, so here we have x equals 8. Now, I need to take that x equals 8 and plug it back into the original one of these two equations. Not down here, but all the way back up at the original. The reason for that is, if I made a mistake getting to this, and I check my answer with this, if this is wrong, I'm going to check the wrong thing, and it might tell me I'm right when I'm not. So I need to come back up here to these and try it here. Okay, so if x is 8, I'll start with this one. So this is 4 times x minus 2y equals 22. And in this case, we said x equals 8. So simplifying that now, 4 times 8 is 32 minus 2y equals 22. Trying to get y all by itself, I'm going to subtract 32 from both sides. 32 minus 32, that's 0. So I have negative 2y equals 22 minus 32 is negative 10. Still trying to get y all by itself. I'm going to divide by 2. I almost said subtract. Divide by negative 2 and divide by negative 2. Negative 2 divided by negative 2 is 1. So I have y equals negative 10 divided by negative 2 is 5. So it looks like my solution here is 8, 5. And as I said, it's always important to do your checks. I'm going to leave your checks here as an exercise for you. I will tell you that 8, 5 is the correct answer. But you're going to want to make sure and check my work that 8, 5 is actually correct. And if you can prove to me that I'm wrong, I will buy you a pizza. So remember, you have to show me proof that I'm wrong. but cedarsj@Mukilteo. You show me that I'm wrong. Mukilteo, sorry, .wetnet.edu. That's my email. You show me that I'm wrong, I will buy you a pizza. But I'm right. So you do your checks. All right.